All right, guys. Today I got a new watch here. It's a Rolex Explorer. Reference number is 214270. And here I get a booklet. The watch is this one here. Oyster Perpetual Explorer. So I got this brand new, and I'm going to size the bracelets myself and peel the stickers. So from my other videos, I got several like steel bezel Rolex, and also have Submariner, which is ceramic bezel. But I really like Explorer, the simplicity of the design, and also I think in 2016 Baselworld they update the older version, the same reference number, but these 369 markers changed from like a solid white gold into loomed field white gold markers, and so that make the whole dial really kind of symmetric, and also it's same as the original design. The original dial is the original Explorer is pretty much the same design, and these markers are printed and all loomed, and now it's better quality because the machinery, the manufacturing is improved. The material is 904 stainless steel. The dial design is the same. The size changed from 36 millimeter to 39 millimeter. So at this point, I think this is a modern design with a pretty good history, and has its own history, but also keep the simplicity. It's also pretty modern. So that's I really want to buy this for a long time. Now I got it, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the sizing. Okay, so I'm going to take off these tags. And here, a quick wrist check. I got a Digest 41 with diamond chocolate dial. So this is kind of my dress watch, and I guess the Explorer is more like everyday watch. You can wear it for pretty much every occasion, and it's also pretty. I mean, it's a Rolex, but it's also, if people is not watch people, they don't recognize this. It's not like this one. You get a diamond and gold. It's kind of pretty bling bling, and this one is really low profile. And by the way, if you can hear it, all the new Rolex got this squeak sound on the bracelets. After a while, it will disappear. It's kind of got a little bit break-in period of time. And this Explorer share a lot of parts with other Rolex, like Rolex Perpetual 39. The case is the same. Okay, bezel for 39 is kind of rounded bezel. This one is or chamfer bezel. The dial is different, and also the hand is different, but the case is the same, and the bracelet is the same. Clasp. This one is oyster clasp with a easy link. You can extend it like 5 millimeters, and you got this security fold. I don't think this is necessary. 39, that clasp is also pretty secure, but because it's different product line, this is a professional watch, So it's got this fold clasp. I mean, this security clasp like Submariner, but it doesn't have that extension thing. It just have an easy link like 5mm. Submariner, you get a slider. You can slide, I think 10mm with maybe 1mm as increment. I know my wrist is should remove 2 links. This my other watch. Yeah, I think remove 2 links will work. And also for normal size, not normal size, just like a size on my wrist, you can just remove the bracelets on one side, on this side. Okay, make it a little bit easier, I guess. So I'm going to take out this screw here and this screw here. And I think the size of the, yeah, this is the right size. The screwdriver should be here, 160 or 1.6mm, and you need a pretty, solid screwdriver. And the one I got is Bergeon, Bergeon, and it's made in Swiss, and it's put the knife. So this knife here is pretty sharp. I use it for several times. It's still in good shape. If you don't have a sharp screwdriver, will either kind of break the tip of the screwdriver, or got a scratch on the screw. I mean, it's not a big deal, but we try to do it as as perfect as possible. And some authorized dealer, I mean, it's common sense, right? They hire sale people do this sizing stuff, right? They'll just use the screwdriver, like do this, and sometimes they scratch this polish surface. For some people, it's not a big good deal. Again, I try to do it as perfect as possible, right? It's not a kind of a hard thing to do. You just need to know what you're doing. And I'm going to clean up a little bit. So here, the screw, the other side, the thread part, Rolex put some Loctite to lock the screw in. I don't think it's necessary, but we just keep the same and apply a little bit of Loctite. The one I got is Loctite 222. I think people said 221 is better. So if you have that, use that. But I read some articles, 221 and 22, they are interchangeable. They are all low strength Loctite. Because these screws are really small, the thread is really small. If you use like a middle strength or high strength Loctite, when you unscrew it, screw it down and unscrew it, could be stripe the threads. Or if you apply too much, those screws will stuck here, and your bracelets will really hard to turn. It's not as free as this. Okay, it happened before. It's not some people do it at home. Some authorized dealer don't know what Loctite they use. I have a friend. His watch is after his size is really tight to turn because too much Loctite is applied. So you better have some tip like this. Just apply a really tiny bit. And to unscrew these screws, you need a higher dryer. Okay, and I'm going to bring some napkins to clean up if you get too much Loctite. Okay, and so first let's heat up the screw. You might need a good maybe 30 minutes heat. Ooh, that's pretty hot. Alright, I think that's enough. And if you touch the bracelets, the temperature is pretty warm, and maybe a little bit more here. Alright, and when you turn this, try to be steady as possible. We don't want to kind of scratch the bracelets, okay? So screwdriver in and turn. Okay, one screw out and pick another one. Screwdriver in and turn. The first turn you need to press pretty firm, and then just hold still, and after it go out, you can feel it, okay? And this one screw, this is another screw, and we take two links out, and you can see here, this here is the Loctite, okay? Rolex applied. So before you apply the new one, so put these away, put the watch away, and use the napkin, clean up a little bit, clean up the old Loctite. Alright, and put the watch on. Just fold the clasp and try to put it on to see if it's in the right position. Okay, and it should be because the easy link is folded, so you can extend 5mm more. So, and here we could see here, if you connect it, it's pretty snug here. That's okay. You're supposed to wear automatic watch pretty snug. So when your wrist move, you can the rotor can rotate and harvest the energy from your movement. And also, if you want to extend a little bit, you can always open that easy link. If you also have an Explorer, okay. And here the threaded tab, the whole side is also needed to be cleaned a little bit for the old Loctite residuals. And if you do this, you can really feel the quality of a Rolex bracelets, oyster bracelets. Is you know, here this hole is a through hole, but inside there's a chamfer here, and tap it hole. I guess they got a pretty good machine to do this. And try to put it together, put a hole down, and apply really a tiny bit of Loctite. So what I'm going to do is use this tip to put it in the bottle, and this is enough. Okay, we don't want to too much, or it will go into this clean side and stuck the two links together. Okay, so now try to put this thread into the hole and without touch the clean surface. And if you touch it, I think it's already, because it's low strength. And when you screw this down, again, try to be steady and guide this screwdriver a little bit. So now I'm going to hold breath. We don't want to scratch the shiny surface on the bracelets. So give it a firm tight down. And the other side should be a little bit Loctite come out, and try to wipe it and put it here for several minutes. And for the spare links, again, do the same thing, but we don't need to apply Loctite. Just clean up a little bit and put this back in, so just for future use, or if you want to reseal the watch. Alright, and then we can wipe this a little bit. I'm going to find a nice cloth and wipe it. So I'm going to set the time. So unscrew the crown and give several winding. Okay, it's automatic winding, but when you set the time, just give maybe a 20 round of winding. And so if you really want to set an accurate time, wait until the second hand go to 12 o'clock and put it out. So it's I think it's called hatch movement, and the second hand will stop, and then use like your phone to synchronize the second. Alright, and here I need to bring my phone here. Okay. So now is 8:41, and we set the timing to 8:42. And check the second hand on the phone when it's 12 o'clock. Push it in. Okay. So second hand in the phone and on the watch is synchronized. And screw down the crown. And here I think this one here, the crown is a little bit not as smooth as I expect, or I experienced from the other Rolex. But I guess it's every watch got a little bit different, or it's also like a bracelets need to break in a little bit. Okay, and now the other next step is just unpeel these stickers, and for me that's the best part. You got a brand new watch and unpeel these stickers. So I know some people keep the sticker on. That's first is not a hygiene, right? You get all those sweat and the germs growing under the sticker, and it's even not good for the watch because you get a moisture like between the sticker and your watch is not good, right? All those germs will grow under it. I guess the point is for some people they want to protect like a polished surface. I mean, if you gotta, as long as you don't like put a really dump like a indentation on the polished surface, it's really not a big deal, right? You got a little bit scratch from everyday use. You can always repolish the watch when you do a service. It's just what it is supposed to be. It's for everyday use. And when you so before you unpeel the sticker is brand new, and after it is a pre-owned watch, and it becomes yours. And by the way, I know if you buy a pre-owned watch, some dealer did a pretty good job to polish the surface, and some might be got polished several times. You can really tell like the polished surface. This what is it called? This is a brushed surface. The microstructure of the surface is different. If you take a close look or take a really high resolution picture, you can see the difference. And for some people it doesn't matter, but Rolex says only they can do like a brushed surface exactly the same. Okay, that's on their website. I guess that's also something worth mentioning, right? Or part of the original Rolex watch. So that's pretty much all the. Another one here. And just double check, like remove every material. And here, if you want to do some micro adjustment, the screen bar on the clasp can also adjust to several positions. And if you can see here, there's I guess a slot here. When the spring bar go out, will go through this slot. I think just 2 years ago, Rolex added this tiny slot. Okay, that's something, something profession. I mean, Rolex try to be perfection. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and I'm going to take this off, and put in Explorer's box and put this on. Okay, it's in the right side, and so here 1 2 3 4 5 1 1 2 3 4 5, and it's also pretty balanced, and we have a easy link to if you want to wear it a little bit loose, I can open the easy link. And what I'm going to do is first wipe it clean and come back and let you guys see the loom. Alright, now the watch is clean, and I'm going to turn off the lights. See, the loom is, you know, when in the dark, this Explorer is really good looking. So it's symmetric. All the markers and the number is loomed up. And the hand is here is really legible to, you know, really easy to read the time. Okay. Well, again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.